Yeah, so I'm here at the golf course. I'm reading a lovely book, as you can see, Think and Grow Rich. Just enriching my mind. As you can see, us frequency hackers, wealthy people, abundant people, we take time to sharpen our minds because we understand that our minds are the greatest tool that we have for success. You understand? So I'm not like an everyday reader, no, but I like to read once in a while. Right now I'm a bit sick, so I'm using this as an excuse to step outside and, like get some sunlight. At the same time, I'm getting some knowledge. Earlier on, I was journaling from inside the gazebo, right there, just writing down a bunch of things on my mind. There's a thought experiment that I introduced to my friend, right? And I think it would also help you very much. What you need to do is you need to write down if $100 million was wired to my bank account right now, what would I buy? And then list down a bunch of thoughts that you have in your mind. If $100 million was wired to your account right now, what would you buy? You know, when I first had that and when I first actually tried that experiment, I realized that most of my life I've always wanted money, but I never really knew what to buy. It's funny, like when I started thinking, I'm like, wait, you mean there's that few things that I want, like on that dimension? Like, I didn't write a very long list. Honestly, it was long, but not as long as I thought it would be. And I thought there would be more stuff. But it's a moderate amount of stuff. Why? It's because I think maybe my whole life I've been conditioned to want less. And I think most of my life I've been conditioned to settle with the bare minimum. You understand? So I'm exercising my mind to stretch past what it's used to stretch its current limitations. You understand? So, I didn't expect to record this video, but I felt like it would be a very good idea for me to break down to you why it would be a good idea for you to become the kind of person who journals and reads. Notice this. Most successful people have the habit of journaling and reading. Also, there's some baroque playing in the background on my speaker. The speaker's down there. So I hope it's not making noise. But this is a success habit. This is something that most successful people do. Why? It's because you train your mind to become more sharp. You're basically training your mind as a tool. You know, your mind is a tool. It's the most important tool that you can have. Actually, it's a tool that has the most amount of insurance that you have, because it's one thing you can't really lose unless you lose your mind. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. But if you don't lose your mind, it's the most important tool that you have. Excuse me, I have the sniffles. I'm down with a cold, but I'm not really down. I'm up, as you can see. Still healthy, still jacked, still chilling at the golf course as usual. Coming here to clear my mind. I had a beautiful meditation out there as well. I like to mix the three. Like if it comes down to reading, I'll also journal, because usually when I'm reading, I'll get some downloads. I'll get certain things that enter my mind, so then I'll need to write them down and actually like actualize them into reality. And then meditation. Meditation is my hack to help stuff solidify in the subconscious mind. If I want lessons to stick here, I have to meditate. Meditation is basically putting me in a theta state, which is the state where your brain reorganizes itself for you to learn. You understand? So I think it's very, very important that you pick up this habit if you're not already doing it. But if you're somebody who watches this, there's a high chance that you already do this stuff. But maybe you don't do it as often, like I usually was not doing it. But now I'm using this as an opportunity to start doing it again. When I was younger, I used to read a lot. I've told you guys that story before. I grew up without electricity. I grew up without having technology and stuff. And this is between the ages of 6 and 10. No electricity, no stuff. You understand? And this was really a problem. It was very, very big of a problem back then. But now I see it as a solution because it forced me to read more and get into the culture of reading. So pick up a book, go outside, meditate first if you want to, so you can clear your mind and let everything sink in perfectly. Pick up a book, read it, get your journal, write down what you're learning. This is a hack for learning, this is a hack for success, and it's a hack for you to stay on your purpose. All right? Peace, man.